being overweight or being a fat cyclist or even like a fat runner is something that I've been through, and so I know if you are overweight or you are thinking of getting on a bike or you're struggling with cycling because you feel like you're overweight, it is something that I've been through. So I've got a couple of different tips and a bit of advice that I can share to you. So I was at my heaviest probably about 200 pounds, I think, maybe around that, 200 pounds when I first got my road bike, which is the one that I've brought here to Thailand with me. And I was really embarrassed riding it when I first got it because I just felt like I was just this massive person on a bike. So when you see cyclists in Lycra, they're just generally so slim, so tiny, and it can make you feel like that you stand out more because you are overweight. And yeah, it's not nice to feel like that. And I did get some people like shouting stuff at me, and it was pretty horrible, to be honest. But I was so determined that I wanted to become fitter and leaner that I carried on cycling, doing that. And that is something that I want to like inspire you to do, and just keep going, because cycling is the best thing that you can do if you are overweight. Because if you are running, if you're putting a lot of pressure on your knees, it's not good for your body. So if you're cycling, you've not got any actual extra weight on your body. So like I say, these are a couple of tips that can help. So the first thing I would suggest is getting a really good pad or chamois in your cycling shorts. So you can buy either long, like if you live in the UK, you can get like actual like long leggings that have got a chamois in them, or you can actually get short ones that are a bib. And I would always suggest getting a bib, which is basically shorts that have got straps that come up here. And the reason that I would get them is because they make you much more, it's like a smoother line. So do you know when you're cycling in shorts and your shorts keep pulling down, you've got to like pull them up? Like I think that gives you like a smoother appearance. So definitely try those. I know Lycra is daunting, it is, but once you try them on, you'll feel a lot better, I think, about it. Also with tops, you don't necessarily have to have like a proper cycling jersey that's skin tight if you feel a little bit self-conscious. You can just wear a t-shirt, you could just wear, you can actually get like a mountain bike jersey. Mountain bike jerseys tend to be a lot looser, so maybe do that. But I wouldn't suggest getting cotton because it's gonna, when you're sweating, it's gonna chafe. So just get like a loose running t-shirt or something like that just to start off. The other thing that I would suggest is getting easy gearing on your bike. So I don't know whether you understand how this works, or maybe your local bike shop can. But basically on your bike with your cassette at the back, the bigger the cassette, the easier it's going to be to spin. Also, if you look at the front and what you've actually got on the front crank. So mine's a 50-34, which is compact, and on the back I've got a 40 tooth. So the easier that you are able to spin, if you're carrying extra weight, it's going to make that a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable. Whereas if you've got a really small cassette and you're heavy, it's going to be so hard to actually push that weight around. So maybe go for an easier gearing ratio. You can have a look at that online. I will put a couple of videos below where it explains this so you can actually understand what I'm on about. So that is something else that I would do. And the third thing that I would suggest is how you think about what you're doing. Because if you are in the headspace of like, oh my God, I feel embarrassed, like I was, you're not going to ride as much. You know what? You've got to just think, screw it, I'm going to go out, I'm going to ride, I'm going to do what I want to do, I want to get fitter. And the people that are arseholes to you about it, ignore them, because they're just morons. And anyone that is trying to improve themselves gets a double thumbs up in my book. So I know how shit it feels. It's horrible, and I want to show you now my progress from basically cycling. When I lost a little bit more weight, I did take up a little bit of running again, because I used to run years ago, but now I'm starting running a little bit again, and just eating a plant food diet, so a vegan diet, and that has helped dramatically reduce my weight so that I'm able to go quicker on the bike up climbs. And it's got to be about enjoyment. So try and find a local group that is really supportive and helps you and inspires you to ride more, because the more you find enjoyment in it rather than seeing it as just like a way to lose weight, you'll stick at it more. So the more I've met more people that enjoy cycling, the more I want to go out and bike rides just to socialise, rather than it being this like, oh, I've got to ride my bike just to lose weight. So that's what I would suggest. So if you've got any questions about this, then leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. Promise I will answer them. And yeah, I hope that helps. But just get on your bike, ignore what people say, and just try and improve you for you. And yeah, it does work. It definitely worked for me, and cycling has completely like turned my life around for the better. And I just love cycling. So yeah, and it's made me do things that I never thought I'd be able to do, because at the start it was so hard. Sorry, I know I said I was going, but it was really difficult at the start. Yeah, so I've done stuff that I never thought I'd be able to do, because at the start it was just so difficult. I found every like little hill really difficult, and now, well, tomorrow I'm doing the attempt, well, I'm going to do it, doing cycling Dointanon, which is the biggest mountain in Thailand, the highest point in Thailand, so never thought I'd be able to do that. So always good, always progressing. So yes, I hope that helps, like I said, and I will see you next video.